Welcome to our channel. Today we're going to talk about an important topic for many parents: how to stop breastfeeding and when is the right time to do it. This is a journey that can be filled with a mix of emotions, from relief and excitement for a new chapter, to sadness and even a bit of guilt. It's crucial to remember that there's no one-size-fits-all answer, and the right time is deeply personal, influenced by your baby's needs, your own well-being, and your family's circumstances. We're here to provide you with information, support, and practical steps to navigate this transition smoothly and confidently. Breastfeeding is an incredible bonding experience, offering numerous benefits for both mother and child. But like all stages of parenting, it eventually comes to an end. The decision to wean, whether it's at 6 months, a year, 2 years, or beyond, is a significant one. It might be led by the baby showing signs of readiness, or it might be a decision you, as the mother, need to make for various personal or professional reasons. Understanding the cues, the process, and the emotional landscape can make all the difference in ensuring this transition is a positive one for everyone involved. Our goal today is to empower you with knowledge. In this video, we'll dive deep into recognizing the signs that indicate it might be time to start weaning. We'll explore the gradual weaning process, which is often recommended for both physical and emotional comfort. We'll also discuss how introducing solid foods plays a role, the vital importance of providing comfort and emotional support to your baby during this change, and equally important, how mothers can manage any physical or emotional discomfort that may arise. We want you to feel prepared and supported every step of the way, so let's get started on this journey together. One of the first things many parents wonder is, how do I know when it's the right time? Often your baby will give you some pretty clear signals. You might notice your little one is becoming less interested in breastfeeding sessions. Perhaps they're easily distracted during feeds, pulling away to look around the room, or they might seem more interested in playing than nursing. Some babies start to shorten their nursing time significantly, getting what they need quickly, and then moving on. They might also begin to self-wean, naturally dropping feeds as they become more engaged with solid foods and exploring the world around them. These are often gentle indicators that your baby is developmentally ready for a change in their feeding routine, a natural progression in their growth. On the other hand, the decision to wean might be more mother-led. There are numerous valid reasons why a mother might decide it's time to stop breastfeeding. Perhaps you're returning to work and managing pumping and breastfeeding becomes too challenging, or maybe you're feeling touched out and ready to reclaim some bodily autonomy, which is a completely understandable feeling. Sometimes medical reasons for either the mother or the baby necessitate weaning, or a new pregnancy might prompt the decision. It's important to acknowledge that these reasons are just as valid as baby-led cues. Your well-being, both physical and mental, is paramount, and a happy, healthy parent contributes significantly to a happy, healthy baby. Ultimately, the best time to wean is often when there's a sense of mutual readiness, or when the current breastfeeding dynamic is no longer serving one or both of you. It's not a race, and there's no award for breastfeeding longer or shorter than someone else. The World Health Organization and American Academy of Pediatrics have recommendations, but these are guidelines, and individual circumstances vary widely. Trust your instincts, observe your baby, and consider your own needs. This chapter is about helping you identify those subtle and sometimes not so subtle cues that can guide your decision-making process, ensuring it's a thoughtful and informed choice rather than an abrupt reaction. Once you've decided it's time to begin the weaning process, the next crucial step is to do it. The overwhelming recommendation from healthcare professionals is to opt for a gradual approach. Think of it as a slow and steady transition, rather than an abrupt halt. This method is generally kinder to both you and your baby. For the mother, gradually reducing feeds helps your milk supply decrease slowly, minimizing the risk of uncomfortable engorgement, plugged ducts, or even mastitis. Emotionally, it also gives you time to adjust to the changing dynamic and the hormonal shifts that can accompany the cessation of breastfeeding. It's a period of adjustment, and taking it slow honors that. So, how does gradual weaning look in practice? The core principle is to eliminate one breastfeeding session at a time. Start by choosing the feed that seems to be your baby's least favorite, or the one that's most inconvenient for you. For many, this might be a midday feed when the baby is often more distracted or engaged in other activities. Once you drop that feed, wait several days, perhaps even a week, to allow both your body and your baby to adjust before considering dropping the next one. This patient approach allows your milk supply to down-regulate naturally, and gives your baby ample time to adapt to the new routine without feeling overwhelmed or deprived of comfort. During this process, as you phase out a particular breastfeeding session, it's important to replace that time with another form of connection and, if age-appropriate, an alternative source of nutrition or fluids. For instance, if you drop a feed, you might offer a small snack or a drink of water or milk, depending on age and what you're weaning to, and then engage in some dedicated cuddle time, read a story, or sing a song. This helps your baby understand that while the method of feeding is changing, the love, comfort, and connection remain strong. Patience is truly your best friend here. Listen to your baby's cues and your own body's responses throughout this journey. The introduction of solid foods, typically recommended around 6 months of age, often coincides with the period when some parents begin to consider weaning, or at least reducing the frequency of breastfeeding. It's important to understand that initially, solid foods are complementary to breast milk or formula, not a replacement. Breast milk will still be the primary source of nutrition for your baby in the early months of starting solids. However, as your baby gets older and becomes more proficient with eating a variety of foods, their reliance on breast milk for calories will naturally decrease, which can facilitate a smoother weaning process if and when you choose to begin it. Think of solids as an exploration of tastes and textures at first. When you start introducing solids, begin with single-ingredient purees or very soft mashable foods. Good first options include pureed avocado, banana, sweet potato, or iron-fortified infant cereals mixed with a little breast milk or formula. As your baby gets comfortable, you can gradually introduce a wider variety of fruits, vegetables, grains, and proteins. Pay attention to portion sizes. A teaspoon or two is plenty to start. And always watch for any signs of allergies or intolerances, introducing new foods one at a time with a few days in between. This careful introduction helps you pinpoint any potential issues and ensures mealtime is a positive, exploratory experience rather than a stressful one for your little one. As your baby starts consuming more significant amounts of solid food across 3 meals a day, plus perhaps a couple of snacks, they will naturally feel fuller and may show less interest in breastfeeding as frequently. This can be a very organic way to reduce the number of nursing sessions. For example, a baby who is enjoying a satisfying lunch of solids might be less inclined to seek out a mid-afternoon breastfeed. This doesn't mean you have to stop breastfeeding entirely when solids are well established. Many mothers continue to breastfeed alongside a robust, solid food diet for many months or even years. It's about finding the balance that works for your family and your child's nutritional needs. It's absolutely vital to remember that breastfeeding is so much more than just a source of nutrition for your baby. It's a profound source of comfort, security, and connection. When you begin to wean, your baby isn't just adjusting to a new way of getting calories. They're also adjusting to the absence of a deeply ingrained soothing mechanism and a very special form of closeness with you. Recognizing and addressing this emotional component is key to a gentle weaning experience. Your baby might feel a bit confused, frustrated, or even sad during this transition, and it's our job as parents to provide extra reassurance and alternative forms of comfort. So how can you offer this crucial emotional support? Be prepared to offer lots of extra cuddles, hugs, and physical affection. Skin-to-skin contact, even without nursing, can be incredibly comforting for your baby. You might find that rocking, singing lullabies, or gentle baby massage helps soothe them during times they might have previously nursed for comfort. Introducing new, quiet bonding activities can also be beneficial, such as reading books together, engaging in quiet play, or simply spending focused, attentive time with them. The goal is to reassure your baby that your love and presence are unwavering, even though the feeding dynamic is changing. Consistency and other routines can also provide a sense of stability for your baby during this period of change. Try to maintain regular nap times, bedtimes, and playtimes. When your baby does show signs of missing breastfeeding, acknowledge their feelings gently. You could say something like, "I know you want to nurse right now, but we're going to have a big cuddle instead." Offering a consistent, loving response will help them navigate this transition more smoothly. Remember, this is a significant adjustment for your little one, and your patience, empathy, and unwavering affection are the most important tools you have to support them through it. While we often focus on the baby's experience during weaning, it's equally important to address the mother's physical and emotional well-being. As you reduce breastfeeding sessions, your body needs time to adjust its milk production. This can sometimes lead to physical discomforts like breast engorgement, where your breasts feel overly full, hard, and tender. You might also experience leaking. These symptoms occur because your milk supply hasn't yet caught up with the decreased demand. Understanding that this is a normal part of the process can help you manage it effectively and with less anxiety. Gradual weaning, as we discussed, is the best way to minimize these issues. If you do experience engorgement, there are several things you can do for relief. Applying cold compresses or chilled cabbage leaves to your breasts can help reduce swelling and discomfort. Wearing a supportive, comfortable bra that isn't too tight is also recommended. If you're very uncomfortable, you can hand express or pump just a small amount of milk, just enough to relieve the pressure, but not enough to signal your body to produce more. Over-the-counter pain relievers like ibuprofen can also be helpful if cleared by your doctor. Avoid hot showers directly on the breasts or excessive stimulation, as this can sometimes encourage more milk production. Remember, the goal is to ease discomfort while signaling your body to make less milk. Beyond the physical, weaning can bring about a significant emotional shift for mothers. Hormonal changes as your milk supply decreases can sometimes lead to feelings of sadness, irritability, or even a sense of loss, sometimes referred to as post-weaning depression. It's also common to feel a mix of relief and nostalgia. Be kind to yourself during this time. Acknowledge your feelings, whatever they may be, and allow yourself space to process them. Lean on your support system, your partner, friends, family, or a support group. Prioritize self-care, whether it's getting enough rest, eating well, or engaging in activities you enjoy. Your emotional health is just as important as your physical comfort. We hope you found this guide helpful. Remember, every child is different, so it's important to do what's best for you and your baby. The journey of weaning is as unique as your breastfeeding experience itself. There will be moments of ease and perhaps moments of challenge, but armed with information and a compassionate approach, you can navigate this transition successfully. Trust your instincts as a parent, listen to your child's cues, and don't hesitate to seek support from healthcare professionals like your pediatrician, a lactation consultant, or trusted parenting groups if you have questions or concerns along the way. This transition marks a new chapter for both you and your child, one filled with new ways to bond, explore, and grow together. Celebrate the breastfeeding journey you've had, no matter how long or short it was, and look forward to the continued connection you'll share in different ways. Be patient with yourself and your little one. Adjustments take time. Remember that the love and security you provide are constant, even as feeding methods change. You're doing a great job navigating the beautiful complexities of parenthood, and this is just one more step on that incredible path. We're here to support you with evidence-based information and practical advice for all stages of parenting. If this video resonated with you or provided some clarity, please give it a thumbs up. Consider sharing it with other parents who might be approaching this milestone. And, of course, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more parenting tips. We look forward to seeing you in the next video, where we'll continue to explore topics that matter most to you and your family.